Monza, 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 Monza. A circuit in which I did my first ever league race back in 2022 in September 10th. The first race of the previously called Total Impact Racing, which is now the Baja Victory Racing BIG2S. And also, that same race was the first race that I participated as an SRX driver. And we are here for the return of this season, for the second half of it. After a 2-week break, we are here for round number 8. And we are here to take redemption from the previous race, because it was such a terrible one, and as a result we're down in last with 128 points. That's not a good thing, and I was almost about to not participate in this race because thanks to my teammates' sturdiness, SRX, the team that I am, got a race ban and we wouldn't participate in this round. But fortunately my team appealed that penalty and I, as a result, could participate in this race. And only myself in that team, I won't have any teammate. And in the race lineup it says that I'm pretty good go with no problem, but my team boss was saying that I had a quality ban, but I decided to trust the race lineup image, and so I did qualifying times, and the first one was a 120.077, which placed me into third place for now and was behind 2 Williams. It was not a good lap time, honestly. A 120.0 was not a good one. The good one will be like a low 119 or even into the 118s for these standards. Yeah, it is considered to be just only a good lap time. For example, now someone has set the fastest time with a 119.5. It's barely the beginning of qualifying. Fortunately for me, I have only 2 more chances, but in reality it is just 1, because I have set the balanced set of tire location, and that means that I have only 3 sets of softs, and I want to use only 2 here in quality because I want to save 1 for the race, and so that means that I only can do 2 real attempts. The second one is gonna be just only a practice one, and the third one is gonna be the real attempt. But unfortunately 120.077 is gonna be the time that was gonna be for my qualifying results, because on the practice lap, the second one, I destroyed my front wing, so I didn't even complete it, and the third one I completed, but unfortunately I did not improve, and yeah, I dropped down to P12, and that's the position that I qualified, and that's the position that I'm gonna start for the race. Hope I make a few places, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes into turn 1. But before we head into the race, let's look at the race results, and we see that unfortunately we were the ones who set the slowest time, and the others either had qualibans or they didn't even set times because they DNF or something like that. We see that the Chewy qualified on pole with a 118.754, a pretty good lap time, and Duncan qualified in second, and Drast in third, Misha in fourth, Kiran Mag in fifth, Pumbor Boy in sixth position, Thanos in 7th, Ramon in 8th, JNR in 9th, Jok Kashmir in 10th, Jasko in 11th, and as I said, myself in 12th. Yeah, that's such a bad thing, but Well, hope we can make a few places as I said earlier, and now let's get into the race, which it is gonna have some probabilities that it will rain at some parts of it. So better be careful. So we were setting our race strategies, which was gonna be a soft medium for me, and I was gonna start with 50 kilograms of fuel. But we see that rain was getting heavier, and we were wondering, are we gonna box for inters in lap 1? And then 5 red lights went on and rain was no more, and we are on the way on dry conditions, pretty cloudy, and we are having a decent start, and rain has been removed because the weather has been reset, and we head into turn 1. There is gonna be some carnage, but it didn't have that much carnage as I was expecting, and instead we are getting a pretty good start. We are now up into P11, although it's a P10, but I was getting overtaken by the Ferrari of T-Boss. And then we see that, more Minotaur has overtaken me. Oh boy, that T-Boss has spun like Vettel back in 2018 on that same corner, and we see that Haas and the Ferrari are fighting for P9, and we see that, oh no, we got a track limit warning. That is not good, and I did not take careful, and we are in P11, and we see that Flame and Anaston Martin is trying to overtake me, and Flame goes with an ambitious drive, and he makes a great dive bomb, and I did not want to risk a lot, and man, he did so well that I dropped 3 places, and that unfortunately for me made me a terrible start. Not that terrible in reality, but it was a bad one. We begin lap 2 down to P14, and the RS is now enabled, and we see that rain is beginning to fall, and we dive bomb Kevin Terry down the inside into the Variantel Retifilio, but unfortunately I couldn't overtake him, and we stay in P14, and Adam is trying to overtake me, but fortunately I could maintain my P14, and we try to overtake Kevin Terry for the second time, and this time in the Variantel ratio, and we go down the inside once again, and we in this time did successfully the overtake, and we are up into P13. Rain is getting heavier, and with that, let's see in which lap are we gonna box for inters. We are gonna see how heavy the rain is gonna fall, and Carideri is trying to re-overtake me, or may have some plans, but I'm trying to ruin these plans and maintain my P13 and catch the ones that are in front of me, and then overtake them and get back into the midfield. Lap 3, and rain was getting worse, and I exited the Les Mod 2, and I did it badly, and so badly that I am getting overtaken by JNR, and I'm getting down to P12, and I was in P12 and not in a place lower because some of them have spawned, and Boss is out of the race, and that deployed the virtual safety car. So that means that we're gonna take advantage of this cheap pit stop, and we're gonna box for a set of intermediates. And I think that rain will get away during this race, like in lap 19, so we can go back to softs in that lap. And virtual safety car has ended, and unfortunately I did not press the select button, which was the button so I can turn in, and I lost 6 tenths, which means a lot. That is not a good thing. I was pressing another button thinking it was the select button, and it wasn't, and yeah, that's so terrible. We're down to P14, but I think that some stayed out, thinking that rain wasn't heavy enough to go for inters, or maybe they are gambling for a full course safety car in these laps. I don't know, but I decided to take it a little bit safely and box a few seconds ago and hope there is no safety car in the next 3 or so laps. And on lap 5 I got the RS from Kieran Derry, and rain isn't hitting so much, so the RS is still enabled, and yeah, we overtook pretty easily, and that is such a nice overtake that I wanted to have. And we got up into P13 easily, and hope I get up way more places, and I think that I'll get up in the next few laps, because I think there are some people that are yet to pit, and indeed there is a driver who is still on slick tires, but I would better say that he was, because beginning lap 7 there is an Aston Martin, that driver that I mentioned that was on slicks, who now boxed for I think a set of intermediates, but I think he did it way too late, and I think he realized it and decided to give up. Yeah, he lost so many seconds that giving up was his decision, and I would say that at this point of the race I don't think it wasn't justifiable for him to give up that early, honestly. And we see that there is another driver who is on slicks, and that driver is the Chubby, and yeah, I think he lost so many seconds now, and I think on that corner on just like 3 seconds he lost like lots of tenths, and now he's less than 5 seconds ahead of me, and we head into Variante Sky and we exited. We're trying to maintain our grip, and unfortunately I did with 2 goal. Oh my god, what a save, and we say, oh my god, oh no, that is such a terrible thing. I blocked JNR, I blocked him, no, and I made him lose P14. Oh man, that is such a bad thing. Oh my god, how did I make that thing? Oh my god, and we see that there are indeed 2 drivers who boxed, and we get up into P11, and JNR decided to re-overtake me and go down the inside into the Variante Retifilio. This time he got into P11, the position that he should have been, exiting Ascari chicane after I almost spin, but yeah, unfortunately I made that thing, and I don't know, but let's maintain our consistency and let's not spin, because P12 in this league you can get points, so let's not get desperate, I was gonna say. Laps passed and I was maintaining my consistency of trying to run on my intermediates without doing lots of mistakes, and later on I got overtaken by 2 drivers, both of them having 3-second time penalty, and everything was going pretty normal for me, waiting for the rain to get away and box for a set of slick tires in the next 7 or so laps, and then
okay, be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
And I decided to check my tire wear, and my rear left tire was at 43%, and unfortunately it was terribly unbalanced, because on my least worn tire was at like 11 or so percent, and so I need to conserve a little bit my tires, especially my rear left one. And we head into Les Mode 2 and we see that Kevin Derry has gotten wide, and we get up into P13, P11 with the penalties applied. And so now, after seeing our tire wear, let's manage a little bit our tires, because I don't wanna have really worn tires when the rain ends. But laps passed and I saw that some drivers were boxing for another set of intermediates, and my engineer was telling me to box right at the end of lap 15, and I was getting a bit more concerned about my tire wear because there was no signs of rain ever getting lighter, and I thought that my tire wear was at 53%, and yeah, it was getting a bit heavier, the rain, and so I was starting to think that I might be making a mistake of staying out, because I decided to stay out until rain gets away. And I think that was a mistake, because I think rain won't get away, and if it will get away, it'll be at the end of the race. And yeah, that is such a big gamble that I'm gonna pull, but I think I'm on a losing gamble. Lap 18, and I was in P5, but then I got dropped down to P6 before turn 1 by boy, and look at how much grip I have lost due to tire wear compared to him. Yeah, before turn 1 he overtook me, and now he is 2.3 seconds ahead of me. Yeah, that means that I have to conserve a lot my tires to make things worse. Even when I am losing lots of seconds, I need to even lose more seconds, because I don't think I'll reach to the end of the race with that amount of tire wear that I'm having. I gotta conserve extremely well my tires, and that means that I have to go really slow. Now the gap has gotten up to 3 seconds, 3.7 seconds. Oh my god, that is such a horrible thing. And yeah, I think I made a mistake, and on lap 20, that lap, yeah, my rear left tire was at 71%, and I decided to check the weather report, and it said that it was gonna remain raining for 10 minutes. Something I did not want to do here, and yeah, I think I got so binned, and I was about to box for another set of inters, but then I realized that maybe at that point boxing for another set of inters might be even worse than staying out, and I decided to maintain in the track, and we are on lap 21 being overtaken by two drivers with a tire wear of 72%, and Duncan is out of the race, and that deployed the full course safety car. That's the thing I wanted it to happen, and finally it happened. Thank God I was staying out, but yeah, unfortunately I got dropped down to P12. But well, at least now I can box for another set of inters, or maybe we can even box for softs. Although it seems pretty unlikely because rain is still hitting, but the safety car might end in like lap 25 or so. So maybe we can box for softs. Let's see how the rain behaves, and we see that our tire wear on our rear left tire is at 74%. Yeah, if that safety car didn't get deployed, I'll get down lots of places, and maybe I'll have gotten even a puncture in the next few laps. Yeah, I was in a dead end. Fortunately, that gamble paid off, and I was seeing how the drivers behaving with this safety car situation and rain lighting a little bit, and we see that there are drivers who are boxing for softs, for slicks at least, and I decided to box for softs. And well, I think everyone that are ahead of me are gonna box for slicks. I see Flame has boxed for medium tires, and we are seeing that more drivers are boxing for mediums, but I am boxing for softs, and I have boxed, but I think soft tires are the better option because they heat up better, and also there are only 6 laps to go, so I don't think tire wear is the main factor for the slick tire to choose, and I think soft tires are the better option. Rain is getting way lighter, and I hope that when the safety car ends, rain is no more and the track gets pretty dry. And after struggling to get in the track fast and get to the pack, fortunately we did get into the pack, and ending lap 24 to begin lap 25, we end safety car to go racing once again, and on this time we are on dry conditions. Now the track has been dried and we are about to race full, and we head into Variante Rettifilo, and we see that there are some intermediate runners, and we see that there is some wet parts of the track, and the track hasn't dried up completely, and oh, there is a Sauber who's trying to overtake us, and we deploy some of our ERS, and we maintain our P11, and we see that Flame got down to P10, and Kieran Derry is out of the race. That is such bad news for us, and we see that he has retired from the pit lane, and we head into the left. Ooh, we are having some bits of not so entirety of a grip that we are having. I don't know what did I say, but hope you understood. And we get into Variante Ascari, and we see that there is an Aston Martin that has left, and we overtook him easily, and we get up into P10, struggling a little bit with oversteer because the track hasn't dried up yet completely, and we see that Adam has a 3-second time penalty, so that means that we are up into P9 with the penalties applied, and hope there are some more people who have penalties, and so we can finish in such a great place. And we begin lap 26, and we have plans to overtake Flame if we can, and we see that that Sauber is trying to overtake us, and we see that there is a bunch between P8 and, like, I don't know, P6, and we get into Curva Grande, and we see that there is a Sauber who is trying to overtake us, and we head into Variante del Arroyo. He has a 3-second time penalty, and we head into that Variante, and Flame has a 3-second time penalty, and oh, we got a turbo exit, and the Sauber overtake us, and we head to the Sauber. No, we touched Sauber. No, I fucked it up. Fuck. No. Oh my god, no, that is such a heartbreaking moment. Oh my god, I was about to have a good race, like P8, something like that, but no, I touched a way part of the track, and that ruined everything, and now we're in dead last. Oh no, that's such a terrible thing. What could have been for me if I did not make that mistake? What could have been? No. So here is the race results. More Minotaur won the race with the fastest lap, and Bon Bon Boy finished second, Misha in third, Ramon in fourth, Flame finished fifth, and I don't know, but maybe I could have finished into the top 5! Into the top 5! If I didn't make that mistake, I could have finished that position, but no! I did like, and I messed up everything, and oh, damn it! Adam finished 6th. Hiren finished 7th. Kiki Samir in 8th. JNR in 9th. Thanos in 10th. Drastic in 11th. Sir in 12th. Tetsu in 13th. And I don't know how, but even though I finished in P14, which was the last position, they found out a way to push me down another place. Although yeah, they penalized me with a 5-second time penalty for blocking JNR early on in the race. That didn't affect my position because I was in last, and unless I would get disqualified, I would still be in P14. But no, I got down P15 because they made commentary in the race and made it as classified as P14, even though he retired like 3 laps to the end of the race. And I don't know how, but that's some bits of them trying to, I don't know, like insult me, something like that. And to make matters worse, we are still in last in the constructors with 133 points, 18 points behind P9, which are Aston Martin. And honestly, yeah, it could have been lots of points, but unfortunately I messed it up a lot, and I was the only SRX in the race, and I was driving while I was ill, and honestly I felt lots of guilt, like I shouldn't have been driving for that race, and instead someone else should have been in place of me, for example Gapi or Ricardo Rangel. But I don't know, like I felt like I did not deserve to be in the race. And to make matters worse, when I was practicing for Japan, which was round 9, unfortunately our team boss Sisu forgot to send the assistants, and because of that we couldn't participate in the race, and I thought that it was the end for us, and that was gonna be the last race that we would participate in the season. But it was only for that race, and the next one after Japan we could participate in that race. Unfortunately, it was the weeks of exams, and I did not have lots of time to train, and so I decided to not participate in that race. And so we'll wait you in round 11 in Bahrain. So see you guys there. Goodbye.